Hello, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend. Happy Easter, happy Passover. Let's go ahead and just jump into the analysis. So, looking at the dollar, we finally got that bounce off of the 50 fib level here, and now we've made our way successfully back up to the 786 fib. That being said, I think that we are going to be due for at least a near term pullback here, looking for a price to come back down to test the breakout, and then maybe we'll get another retest of that 786. Now, if we fail to break that level, then we should end up continuing to head back down to around that 96 level, 95.90 area, at which point we'll probably see another bounce back into the 96.40 zone. Conversely, if we do happen to break above that 786, then we'll be pushing right back up into highs at that 97.70 level. That being said, let's go ahead and move forward here. I'm just going to go ahead and save that. And we'll continue to move forward here with gold. Gold also continuing to follow the trend pretty well all the way back down here. Now we've managed to break below the 1276 level, still looking like we're going to be heading back down. Key here is below the 1270. That breaks, then we should be pushing our way back down into the 1250, 1255 level, and then we should get another bounce back up off of this zone and then head back into test the 1280, 1290 area, probably looking at a even more aggressive move back into the 1295, 1297 area, and then we'll see what happens at that point in time. Obviously, there's a lot of different things that are in the market right now that could start getting very interesting. And again, I will make that comment. Please do keep a close eye on copper. Copper is saying something, and I'm not sure if the market itself is listening just yet, but again, the clue is going to be in copper. So take a close look at that. So as far as gold, we got that covered here. Still looking for a little bit more weakness. Could see an interim bounce here near term into around 1278, followed by another push to the downside, and then a nice aggressive bounce back into the 1280s is to be expected from what I can see. Let's go ahead and just take a look at crude oil here. And crude, I believe we're still topping out here. Again, we've managed to successfully consolidate near that 61.8 fib level. Still expecting the price should end up breaching below this trend line support. Then we also have a secondary area up here. So I think that we're going to consolidate a little bit more here. Might see another attempt at those 64.60s. Probably looking at that 64.50 area, a little bit lower of a high, but we'll see what happens with that. I still anticipate the price to push down, and aggressively so, sometime soon into that 60 area. So far it has not come to fruition, but that's not to say that it won't. Again, the key is going to be a break below that 63 level, and that'll be the force that takes us back into this channel here, or this wedge, so to speak. As you can see, we've been kind of really squeezing to the upside here, looking pretty good. Moderately bullish look to it, I would say, overall. So again, the key is going to be, do we break above that 64.75 level? That'll drive prices up higher again, and then we can start talking about 66, 68, something like that. But again, I am of the belief that we are looking for, again, another push to the downside after we do hit those 64, 40, 50 area, and then we should start pushing back down into around 60. Probably get another bounce here, and then the trend should continue back to the downside. So yes, I am longer term bearish. Near term, still think that we have a little bit more chop to do around these highs, and then we should start pushing down. And lastly, we'll take a look at natural gas here. And natural gas, again, looking very weak. And some of you that have been following me for some time know that I referenced natural gas heading back in the 2 to 220 area. It's very possible, as you can see looking back at the weekly time frame here, she's still looking to push back down aggressively as we head out into the future. After this huge pop up here, this was just a massive short squeeze, and again the price has come right back down and below where it actually started from. So again, we're breaking down under the range of the 250 to 290, 270s, whatever you want to call it. We are now challenging and breaking below that support level. So near term, what I'm expecting here is just to kind of give everybody a little bit of my opinion. Always make sure that you're looking for nice price action consolidation before you get into a position, and make sure you can measure the move. That being said, I think that we do get a little bit of a push to the upside here. It's up to probably looking like a little bit of a gap up to start the week, and then we'll be testing those lows, maybe get a low volume takedown here, and then a pretty aggressive reversal here back into test that 2.54 level. If that ends up consolidating at this point, then we should see a nice little rally back into around 261 to 262s. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Watch your stops. Always make sure that you're protecting yourself. I'll update you all next weekend. Enjoy and have a wonderful holiday weekend.